What's the dabit of israf? When does it become wasting? I'm going to give you what I believe is a summarized view. First of all, we need to understand that israf depends upon your personal circumstances. That's the first point. And for example, a person who has very little money, who maybe goes and buys, let's say, for example, they don't have much money for food and they go and buy, let's say, like a digital pen. It could be israf for them, right? Because you have to look at a person's personal circumstances of how much money they have. If someone barely has enough money to buy the rent and then they went out and bought a $100 digital pen, this could be for them a waste. For example, you could look at a person's circumstances. But generally, I'll tell you what the general dabit is. Every time the benefit of something decreases, the risk of wasting money increases. So for example, let's look at a car. Obviously, cars range from, let's say, $500 to 500,000. And then you can go beyond that. But let's just talk about like some degree of normality. $500 to $500,000. Every time the benefit goes down, the benefit you're getting goes down, the risk of israf goes up. For example, in the beginning, a person says, let's say, why don't you just buy a $500 car and suffice yourself? It's not reliable for me. I want a car that is reliable. The $500 car breaks down every 5 minutes. I want a car that's nice and reliable. So he spends $5,000. We say there's no israf in it. There's no wastage, right? Because even though he spent 10 times more, the benefit he got was worth it. He got a benefit. A person says, Wallah, I travel a lot and this $5,000 car is not really comfortable for me. I've got long journeys and I don't really feel comfortable. So I want something a bit more comfortable. He spends, example, $10,000 or $15,000. No problem. This person, again, has a benefit and a reason. According to their circumstance, they're not a poor person who just splashed out on heated seats. For example, you could have somebody who barely has enough money for the rent and they just bought, I just got heated seats for my car. What will we say to them? It's israf. Because you don't have the personal circumstances, you don't have that available to you. Like someone says, I go on long journeys, I get up early in the morning, it's very cold, so I wanted to get the car with the heated seats. No problem. Someone says, this car is not big enough for my family, I need a 7-seater. Now they spent $30,000 on a car. No problem. They had a reason, a benefit. Someone who says, I've got a red Ferrari and now I want a yellow Ferrari. Because everyone should have a red and a yellow Ferrari, right? Or is it a white one? A white one. So you should have a red Ferrari and a white Ferrari. Ask him, what is the benefit? Neither can you drive both of them at the same time. You cannot drive them both. At the same time. You're not really getting anything different. You're not getting any extra comfort. You're not really getting anything extra of benefit from it. But I'm not saying necessarily having 2 cars is israf. But what I'm saying is that the less benefit there is, the more likely it comes to israf. And that can israf enters into things when the benefit of them goes down. That's why you see people, sometimes just getting things they don't need. It doesn't help them anything. It doesn't offer them anything. See, to be honest, why did you go buy a second car? It's identical to your first car, it's a different color. Why? Except that you just don't have anything to do with your money. You just wanted to like in someone who said, I bought it as an investment. I had a red Ferrari and I bought a white one as an investment because I want to sell it later on for more money. Will we say it's israf? We won't say it's israf. If it's within their personal circumstances to buy it, we'll not say it's israf. Because here there's a benefit in it, the person has a benefit in it. So this one I bought it because I think it's going to go up in value and I'll make money. No problem. For it's all, the connection is like that. No doubt, throwing away what Allah has given you, not making use of it, this is also from israf. But like, for example, is it wrong to make different dishes at iftar? Let's take away cars because you guys have had enough of the cars now. Let's talk about food. Is it wrong to make different dishes at iftar? Everyone says no, right? It's allowed to have some different foods at iftar. What about someone who has a banquet of foods, eats 1 spoon from each one and throws the rest away? It's israf, right? For this you become the brother of the shaitan. What about someone who serves a banquet for the guests? They know the guests are not going to eat from it too much. They know the guest doesn't eat, but they put a big banquet in front of the guest with the intention that whatever is not eaten, we'll give it away after that, or we'll benefit from it in the house. It's allowed, right? So if you overorder at a restaurant, could it be israf? It could be, right? It could be wastefulness if you went to a restaurant and you ordered more than what you need and you know you're going to throw the rest away because you didn't get any benefit from it. You just took a spoon and throw it. And if, for example, it was the case that you had an intention, whatever we don't eat, let's order a bit more because we have guests or we're all enjoying ourselves. Let's order a bit more, and whatever we don't eat, we'll take away. We'll eat it at home, or we will give it away to somebody who needs the food. Alhamdulillah, wallahi, that the religion of Islam has room in it for you to live, for you to move, for you to be able to enjoy yourself. But wastage, it makes you from the brothers of the shaitan. And in Ramadan, it's very sad. We see a lot of wastage, wallahi. It's really sad. It pains me every time I see any single thing thrown away in the iftar. See, could we not have got some containers and put it and just given it to the people and said, take it home. Maybe you'll benefit from it. Wasting is from the things which is hated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Without going to extremes. It's okay for you to throw a bit of food out afterwards. People used to tell me, it's haram to throw out 1 grain of rice. If you throw out every grain of rice you throw out, you get sin for it. The religion didn't come with this hardship. It didn't come with this hardship and difficulty. It's not like that. Don't be wasteful and look at what you're buying. Is it really going to benefit you? Have you got a reason for it which is justified in Islam? Or is it really, it's not of benefit to you?